Welcome to Tarot Tuesday for the week of December 30th. This is for Taurus. Taurus, we are at the end of 2025, looking forward into 2026 in this heavy Capricorn moment. Like I said last week, that we have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, all in Capricorn. So this heavier, not heavy, but just this wanting to get shit done right moment. And then we have the full moon in Cancer on the 3rd. So this week is going to end with this full moon that really is inspiring us to take care of what needs tending for our home. But think of not just home as in this, like, you know, your space, home as in your body. So that's, yeah, again, tying to that New Year's resolution. This is the moment. But we have until about the next lunar cycle. The next full moon is when Lunar New Year happens. And so that is when, at least in more Eastern traditions, getting the house in order. So we've had all of these more chaotic holiday moments, and we're still going to have one with the New Year's coming up. But by the Lunar New Year is when you want to have your house really settled and ordered for that energy of 2026 to fully solidify. There's this somewhat chaotic period between basically Yule and that Lunar New Year's for me, but you know, everybody's different. And so this week I'm using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirits deck by Kim Krans. And so I'm just gonna put it here where I can see it. The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit by Kim Krans. And this is a deck that everybody was using a few years ago when I first started doing this. And I love this deck. It's a beautiful deck. And she's got her own tarot that I've seen. And there's this archetypes deck that I think she's made since this one. And they're just very nice. Animals are great because animals just embody their spirit. They don't have hidden motives to them. They are just gonna do what they do. Yeah, okay. All right, so let's see what we got going on for Taurus this week. And so remember that I will read to your sun, moon, rising. So if this doesn't resonate, go watch one of those as well. Vulture. This week, Taurus is this scavenger bird. And that might be just what it feels like in getting everything ready for whatever New Year's is happening. I've heard that New Year's is kind of canceled around the world, other places, but here we don't give a shit. We're just gonna do whatever we want to do. But so Taurus, the vulture is about you're just scouting your surroundings, just getting, you know, vultures, they circle whatever they're gonna pick at. They circle whatever they're gonna pick at. So they're just really scoping out. So you want to be 100% sure before you take action. And it's that Capricorn energy of getting every detail ready before taking action. And this is what it's asking you to do. This is asking you to really make sure that everything is in order before you like choose where you're gonna be for midnight on the 1st, or technically tomorrow, whatever. So that is the energy of this week. But what's kind of holding that back is this deer energy. And so there's this timidness to taking action. The deer know better than to be seen by prey. And so vultures as well, like they're not hunters, they're not predators. They are more of a scavenger, so they're not the ones to strike. And that's for you, this deer energy is because you don't want to be the aggressive asserter in a situation, even if it's just a business deal. It doesn't have to be, you know, hunting. Most of us don't do that. But for the deer energy, it's saying that, you know, there's a protectiveness of the deer. The deer, they also have a really good sense of their surroundings, where prey animals have eyes closer to the sides of their head so that they can get a broader view of when there are people hunting them down. And so it's helpful, but you have to find the balance between yes, I'm scouting everything out, but am I also like doing it to not take any kind of action this week? It's saying that the deer is this gentle energy, and so when you're taking action, you don't have to necessarily be brute force about it. The deer is asking you to be gentle with it, but don't be a doormat about it either. Yeah. All right, well, that's what I have for you, Taurus. Happy 2026 is when I'll see you next. All right. Bye.